Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a story time today, and I haven't done one of these in a little while. I have not thought this story completely through, so this is just going to be a candid me retelling this story. And you'll see in the vlog at the end of the week where Clay, he sits in here with me to get dressed one day, and he brings it up, and that's what jogs my memory about this story. So let me tell you this crazy story. And I also told a story in last week's vlog about something similar, kind of similar. So that, I guess that's kind of what got him thinking about it. We've lived in this house for about 20 years. And it is an old house. It was a tiny little pier and beam house. So like the heart of our house is pier and beam, and then there are rooms built around it that are on a slab. My bedroom is one of those rooms that is down on the slab, but because of the concrete not being done really well, level, whatever you want to call it, we went ahead and added like a little bit of a subfloor just to level it up and all that in our bedroom. So it's still on a slab, but we built it up to make it level, if that makes sense. When we got this house, we pretty much gutted the whole house to start over because it was not in good shape. Somebody else had called themselves redoing it, had torn a whole lot of stuff up. So we just tore it up to do things to suit us. So, and if you ever remodeled an old house, like literally my husband and I are the only people that have ever worked on this house. We have done every bit of the work ourselves. This is what he does. Like, this is his line of work. You know, he's a builder. And so anyway, we do all the work ourselves. Anyway, and we're cheap. So we had just added our bedroom and we're working on our bathroom, but we weren't done with it yet. And if anybody has also been married to somebody like this, you know, if your husband is a builder or a plumber or whatever, you're the last person on the list. Whatever you want done gets done way after you wanted it to get done. So I've lived a lot of years with an unfinished house. I'm still living with an unfinished house. There's still stuff. I wanted trim up here. Can you see where I'm pointing? I wanted trim inside there. That was, I don't know, a year or two ago. I still don't have it. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that stuff myself, I guess. But so yeah, there's just stuff he just hasn't gotten to. Well, when we were redoing our bedroom, now y'all, I used to sew costumes. I used to sew for the public, and I made 62 or 63 costumes and sent to the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader competition that year, and that was the money I was gonna do doing my bedroom with. So I had sat down and I knew exactly how I was going to spend every bit of that money. So I was particular about what I was wanting done. We had the bedroom, the wood floor down. We didn't have any like carpet or anything like that on it yet. And the bathroom was basically a toilet in a room with nothing, I mean, nothing else. Like, I think the sink and all was in there, still in the boxes, you know, from where we had bought it. It hadn't been put in yet. And Dan had gone in and he had cut a piece of the plywood out of the floor. He had stood it up because he was having to tie in the plumbing, and he was going down through there to tie into the plumbing. Well, that night he didn't put that piece of wood back, that piece of plywood on the floor. I didn't think a whole lot of it because, you know, there was concrete. Like, we had boards up on their side like this, and then this was concrete, you know, so I wasn't really worried about it. So, you know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I go to the bathroom to pee. I'm sitting there, and we have a skylight in the bathroom. And I'm sitting, I didn't turn on any lights. I'm sitting there on the toilet peeing. Well, I can see something out of the corner of my eye moving. And I'm thinking, well, at first I'm probably not thinking because it's the middle of the night and I'm up peeing. I'm probably half asleep. But I was sitting there for a second. I thought, what? Wait a minute. Is my brain playing tricks on me? And so I turned. Y'all, there was a skunk going, "Hi, how are you?" Just sitting there looking at me going, "What's up?" Y'all, I sat there going, "Oh my God." This is all I knew to do, y'all. I jumped up and, like, all in one fluid motion, I jumped up off the toilet, out the door, and pulled it closed behind me, screaming bloody murder. Because I'm like, I didn't think it was going to get me, but I thought it might spray me. Well, of course, I scared it as much as it scared me. Dan gets up, puts the piece of wood back down on the floor so it won't come back in the house with us. Y'all, oh, that was my cat, y'all. The cat just ran that way. Oh, God. At the time, we didn't have cats or anything. But that's just like a piece of the story. So now, we know we have this skunk. But we think, well, it'll just run back to wherever it came from. You know, we had no clue it was living under this house. Until a few weeks later. We're in the bed asleep in our bedroom. And all of a sudden, I start going, you know, like something's trying to wake me up because like I could taste this taste in my mouth. I was like, what is that? And when I started waking up enough, I was like, what in the crap? Well, then it woke Dan up. Y'all, a cat or something had gotten under there or whatever. The skunk had sprayed under, like, mind you, it's this little 1x6, I think is what that floor is in there. 6 inches below the plywood, a skunk has just sprayed to high heaven. That was the funkiest smell. Like, it was like burnt rubber. You know, we were like, oh my God, is the house on fire? What is that? What is that smell? Oh my God, holy cow, where is that coming from? Y'all, once I guess it kind of, what do you call it, started like dissipating in the air, you could kind of start to smell that it was a skunk and not just burnt rubber, because it smelled like the most intense burnt rubber you've ever smelled. It was unreal. So all we knew to do, we went and got all the kids up. This is like at 3 o'clock in the morning. We got all the kids up. Now, I said I did sewing. I gathered up all the sewing because I know that smell is getting on everything we own. So I gather up everybody's stuff that I've got at my house that I'm, you know, going to be sewing to get it out because I don't want it to smell like that. We get the kids and we just ride around. We're like, what do you do at 3 o'clock in the morning when a skunk has sprayed into your house and it's so stinky? Like, it was so funky. It was terrible. The kids were like, oh my God. We all get in the car. All we can smell is skunk. We ride around. Well, you know, we've all got to go to work. I need to go to work. Dan needs to go to work. The kids need to go to school. I don't even remember what we did. I remember we rode around until the insurance office opened, and we just stopped by there and went, what do we do? I mean, this skunk sprayed our house last night. I'm sure you can smell it on us. What do we do? We ended up, they told us to rent the ozone machine or something like that and air out the house. Well, y'all, I film on my phone, and somebody calls and texts me all the freaking time about, can you meet me to get Bubba? I don't know who the hell Bubba is, and you've been messaging me for so long, you gotta know, I'm not answering. Somebody's not meeting you to meet Bubba, to get Bubba, pick up Bubba, whatever. Stop messaging me. Jesus. Sorry, that was a little side rant. The little message showed on the phone screen. That's why I went off on a rant. But anyway, I sure hope they figure out. I mean, you would think after about 6 months of them continually texting my number and calling and me never answering, they would know this isn't who they need to talk to for Bubba. Anyway, I forgot where I was. Yeah, I'm not sure if we went to school, because I worked at the school, and I don't know if I took the kids to school, because I don't know that we came back in the house to get dressed. I can't remember. I don't think we did. So anyway, we go and get all the stuff, open up all the windows and doors, and we're trying to air the house out. Well, we know now we have a skunk, so we can air this out and all that, but what are we going to do about this skunk? We can't just, every time like a cat or something gets in there and ticks it off and it sprays. That, I mean, that can't happen. So we got some live traps because we don't know what else to do. We put some live traps out and we trapped the skunk. I don't remember if we went to school. Yeah, I don't remember coming in and getting dressed. I don't really remember. But you know what? We must have gone, because I worked at the school myself at the time. So I went in and put my purse on my desk, and went to do something else, and one of the kids walked past my desk, and they went, I smell a skunk. They could smell it on my purse, y'all. I was so embarrassed. I don't remember if I stayed at work that whole day. I don't know. Anyway, we ended up getting the stuff in to try to get rid of this smell. I stopped at the grocery store that evening to pick up some stuff, you know, or whatever. And as I'm checking out, I know the girl that was checking us out, I said, do you by chance smell skunk? And she went, oh, yeah, I do. I said, it's on us. A skunk sprayed our house last night, y'all. That's us. It sprayed under the house so strong that it's got us smelling that way. Y'all, we got, there was this product called Ozium, I think. We ended up tearing that floor up in there. We pulled all that plywood up. We sprayed this, we cleaned. You could see where it had sprayed like it was, you know, gross. We cleaned all that up. You could see the little crap where he'd been living too. So we got all that cleaned up, put, I think it was a product called Ozium. And we put that all under there. We did everything you can imagine. We opened these windows and doors for months. And I'm not even lying, months. That was probably 15 years ago, y'all. Let's say between 10 and 15, closer to 15 years ago when that happened. And you would think when my house gets hot, you would smell that smell, but no. When it gets cold, you can still kind of, I can still kind of, nobody else can, but like my smelling is really good, but I can still smell that must of that skunk that sprayed under this house, y'all. Oh my God. Now to the ending of my story. We managed to catch the skunk in the live trap. So what did we do? I don't remember who we called first. I don't know if we called the police department and said, hey, what do we do? No, we called the city. We called the city and said, hey, what do we do? They said, I don't know. Let me send you over to the police department. So they sent us over there. I don't really remember. We called. I went through the phone book. Okay, that's what I did. I got in the phone book. I called every rescue. I called every rescue place within 100 miles to come and get this skunk. We didn't know what to do, and they were like, "No, we don't take them. We're not going to take it. We're not taking it." Anyway, nobody would take this skunk off of our hands. So we were like, God, what do we do? We knew it was against the law to shoot inside the city limits. So we called the police and said, hey, here's our problem. Can you come shoot this skunk for us? And they said, no, we can't come shoot that skunk for you. And we said, well, can we shoot it? No, you can't shoot a gun inside the city limits. And I was like, seriously? So what do we do with this skunk? I mean, we couldn't get close enough to it, y'all. Every time we would even go like anywhere around it, it would stick its butt toward us like it was going to spray. And y'all, and something, it did. No, I take it back. This is terrible and I hate it. But y'all, nobody would come get the skunk. Nobody would come to shoot the skunk. My husband couldn't shoot the skunk because we're in town. So he shot it with his bow and arrow and killed it. But when he did, it let out that smell again. And oh my God, y'all, we have fought skunk smell like nobody's business around here, y'all. It was horrible. You would think, like, that, so a skunk sprayed around your house, no big deal. No, it is a huge deal. We smelled like it. Our clothes smelled like it. My car smelled like it. Everything smelled like it. So if you ever have a skunk, run that booger off. I don't know how. I don't know. What we ended up doing was he shot him and killed it with the bow and arrow, but then we threw a tarp over it to pick the trap up, and then we went and, of course, got rid of it. And I hate that we had to kill him. I didn't want to kill him. I wanted somebody to come and get him, but I couldn't handle that skunk smell anymore. It was unfreaking real. I guess at that point I should just let him spray me because I already smelled like a skunk, but I thought if it gets much worse than this, I'm going to die. But that's my skunk story, y'all. Yep, right now we either have squirrels or raccoons or something living here with us. So that story I told you the other night about something getting in the wall and it was fighting and carrying on, and yeah, it's never a dull moment around here. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.